When we look at the glitzy real estate portfolios of the world's most prominent billionaires, from sprawling penthouse suites in London and Dubai to massive high-tech compounds tucked into the mountains of Lake Tahoe, it is easy to assume their ownership is documented exactly like ours. We imagine a straightforward deed filed neatly at a local county office. But in the rarefied atmosphere of the global 0.1%, traditional property ownership is considered an amateur financial vulnerability. For the ultra-high net worth elite, a premier estate is rarely held in a human being's name. Instead, it is locked deep within a highly complex, multi-layered firewall of international secrecy jurisdictions. Welcome to a special investigative industry audit by HollywoodNowTV. Today, we are following the untraceable paper trails of the ultra-rich to expose the secret tax havens and corporate structures used by global billionaires to wrap, shield, and completely obscure their multi-billion-dollar real estate assets. To understand how a billionaire completely erases their name from an 8-figure mega mansion, you have to understand a highly optimized wealth management technique known in financial circles as corporate wrapping. Under this strategy, a billionaire doesn't actually buy a piece of real estate. Instead, their elite legal team establishes a foreign shell company or trust in a strict secrecy jurisdiction. That shell company then purchases the property. On paper, the human billionaire doesn't own a single square foot of brick and mortar. They simply own shares in an anonymous offshore entity that happens to own the asset. Data from international property audits reveals the jaw-dropping scale of this shadow market. When it comes to masking high-end residential holdings, a massive portion of the world's hidden real estate funnels directly through a handful of key territories, specifically the British Virgin Islands and the Crown dependencies of Jersey, Guernsey, and the Isle of Man. These jurisdictions act as specialized entry layers into major global property hubs. They provide an ironclad corporate curtain, intentionally refusing to collect or disclose the true beneficial identities of the property owners to outside investigative authorities. But this multi-trillion-dollar game of real estate hide-and-seek has entered a volatile new chapter in 2026, driven by aggressive domestic wealth taxes. Right now, all eyes are on a massive financial chess match taking place on American soil, the proposed California Billionaire Tax Act. This ballot initiative threatens to impose a historic, one-time 5% wealth tax on the global net worth of California residents who cross the billion-dollar threshold. Because the proposed eligibility cutoff was retroactively targeted to January 1, 2026, a quiet but frantic billionaire exodus erupted. Elite tech titans and movie moguls began aggressively migrating their legal residencies out of the state. This has triggered an unprecedented luxury real estate boom just across the border on the Nevada side of Lake Tahoe, a pristine alpine haven boasting zero state income or wealth taxes. Simultaneously, other billionaires are rushing to restructure their balance sheets entirely, pulling their physical real estate assets out of corporate LLCs and burying them deep within irrevocable blind trusts to legally break the tax nexus. Why do billionaires go to such extreme, expensive lengths to wrap their real estate? Because tangibles have become the ultimate loophole in global financial transparency. While international treaties like the Automatic Multilateral Exchange of Information successfully track digital cash and stock accounts across borders, these transparency frameworks historically do not cover physical brick-and-mortar real estate. Converting liquid capital into high-end real estate through offshore shells allows the 0.1% to preserve absolute anonymity, dodge compounding property appreciation taxes, and legally bypass international sanctions. Audit complete. The hidden architecture of global real estate havens proves that for the ultra-wealthy, a home isn't just a place to live. It's a highly sophisticated, anonymized financial instrument engineered to stay invisible to the rest of the world. What do you think about the secretive corporate structures billionaires use to wrap their real estate portfolios? Should global property registries mandate total transparency for offshore shell companies? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash that like button and be sure to subscribe to Hollywood Now TV for more breaking audits on the business of wealth.